This is Becca from Becca Robinson Photography, and I am just creating a little bit of a video to show how to use the elements actions that I created. I've taken this picture of my daughter, and here are the different actions included. There's a warm pop, a brighten, a subtle color pop, a soft pink tone, one to add contrast, one to add a matte layer, a sharpening one, and this will take the red out because sometimes when you do a lot of popping of the colors you end up with too much red, so that action will decrease some of the red. And then finally a nice golden haze. So I will start out with this image running the warm pop. That is, move this around here a bit. That's way too strong for this image, so I'm going to pull down the opacity probably to about 40. Therein. Definitely, this was already a slightly overexposed picture, so we did not need to brighten it up anymore. I can run the subtle color pop. I like in Elements. I'm not naturally an Elements user. I use Photoshop. So for me, I like to flatten the image in Elements between each thing that I run just to keep things clutter-free. I'm going to run the subtle color pop. I'm also going to reduce the opacity on that one as well. Down to about 50. And flatten the image again. If you wanted to add a soft pink tone, that's subtle, but it adds just a little something to the image. Kind of softens it a little bit. It's already on a very low opacity, so if you wanted to increase the pinkness and the softness, you could just increase the opacity. I'm not going to include that on this image, so I'm just going to discard that layer. You could add more contrast just by playing that. I'm going to lower that a little bit. That just adds a little bit of a pop and a definition to the image. Flatten. It's a slight subtle matte layer. Also lower that. I tend to like things pretty subtle in terms of the matte effect. You can run sharpening. It's a really good basic sharpening. You can use it for print or whatever. It's just a very basic sharpening settings. And then if you felt there was too much red added in with the popping and the warmth that's added, you can always run this layer and then adjust to where you think the color looks right to you for that image. Flatten. And then finally there's a golden haze, which will really brighten up with a nice, fun, warm haze. So I'm going to lower that and flatten, and that's about all I would do to this image. Look back in the history and see how we went from here to here with just that action set and just a couple minutes it took to run those. So hopefully this is a pretty easy edit for everyone, and hopefully this video helped explain how to customize it and use the different actions included. Thanks.